Hola Culés, this is FCB Mumbai, the home of FC Barcelona in India, and welcome to yet another video where we discuss the preview of the Champions League game against Juventus. Now, Barcelona have had a few difficulties in the games preceding this, and we've had quite a good form in the Champions League after a 5-1 win over Ferencvaros. Discussing the game today with me will be a few Culés as we dive into the discussion leading up to the game at Turin. So here we go. So joining me today on the panel are once again Rahul Chalke, Daijo Pillai. He looks a bit like Rafinha, doesn't he? Maybe he's missing Barcelona a bit too much. And we've got Jeet Lahoti with us too. So guys, a bit disappointing the previous game given it was an El Clasico and we lost at home to our arch rivals. Could you just sum it up for us? Daijo, we'll start with you.
Yeah, so basically, overall, the game was pretty good as compared to the last season. The last season, we drew at our home and we lost at Santiago. So basically, as compared to the last season, it was a pretty good game. But however, we were unable to finish the chances that we created. So I think, yeah, it was a game full of emotions. Like we were playing good, we were playing bad. But unfortunately, we lost the game with a 3-1 score, and
Daijo, it's El
that's it.
Clasico. It's El Clasico, Daijo. Obviously, the game is full of emotions, but yeah, I think we were pretty good. Had we buried our chances, the story could have been different. But what I can say is that our youngsters were very good. There was
Yeah,
Fati,
exactly.
there was
Especially
Des,
the Dest.
there was Pedri.
Dest was
Exactly.
he was
So
outstanding, man. He was
yeah,
outstanding.
Des was
Pedri,
like the man of the match for
Pedri,
me. Yeah,
Dest
Jeet,
is
What
the
about
continue.
you,
best.
You were
Jeet?
talking about
What
Pedri.
does Jeet feel about the El Clasico?
Party as always is like rocking up uh, his form as always is continuing being the child prodigy he is. We could have finished our chances, two missed chances. Party and Coutinho had that happened, the story would have been different. And just when we thought the Clasico is going without any controversy, we got a controversial penalty kick and story turned around. But nonetheless, let's move forward. It was a good game. Had we used our chances, the story would have been different.
Well, that was what it was in the El Clasico. Let's leave that behind. Let's leave controversy behind. This is the Champions League. And we're taking on a team which has kind of been in the same sort of situation like Barcelona. They've been unbeaten in their league. They have won their first Champions League game, but they haven't looked as promising as they have been in the past years. Rahul, what do you feel? How is this game against Juventus going to pan out for us?
Look, we have an advantage, I guess, a slight advantage because according to reports, I mean, they can change. There are 24 hours to go for the game still. So according to reports, Cristiano Ronaldo would be missing the game as he is COVID positive. And once again, we at FCB Mumbai wish him a very speedy recovery. So and also apart from him, Bonucci, Chiellini, and Delict might miss as well. So we have a slight advantage considering our attack and our youngsters that are in a very good form. So yeah, I think we can win this, but our away form hasn't been great in recent years. So it's going to be a tough game considering Juventus, obviously. So I would like to know Daijo's opinion on it because Daijo kind of seems skeptical while I'm talking. So what would you like to say, Daijo?
Yeah, so basically after the last match, I'm a bit disappointed. But we have Coutinho. Most probably
Coutinho is
Coutinho would be in
injured.
the starting
Yeah,
lineup along
he's
with
injured.
Griezmann.
He's injured. He's out.
Coutinho is
Oh
injured, by
yeah.
the way. Yeah,
Oh my
he's
God.
out for 3 weeks.
So I'm okay. Okay,
This
so I don't
changes
know what to
everything for
say
Daijo.
anymore. Yeah, it changes everything. So basically, Griezmann would be starting, and if he's in a good form, basically, if it's in a good form, yeah, it definitely is going to score. That's it. So it would be like a win for us.
Confidence
I'll
in
dance, Daijo.
Griezmann.
I'll dance for you if
Even
Griezmann
I.
scores.
We'll all do the celebration as if
Yeah,
Griezmann
exactly.
scores.
Yeah, that's
Jeet, what about you now? Rahul has said they'll be missing the defense. Guy just saying he banks on Griezmann. Who do you feel will be kind of, an X
I
factor
also
set of
missed one
players?
important thing. I
Yeah,
missed
sure.
one important thing. We are without PK. So Jeet, what do you think about that?
Yeah, PK is not there, so I think if I don't know what's going on in Koeman's mind, but if Puig starts, I desperately want him to start. And if Puig does, then he can be the X factor in replacing Coutinho and his magic, because his vision and all, we know that. So a person who can replace Coutinho's magic is definitely Puig. He can be the X factor. If he does not start, then I think Trincao or Fati will explode once again.
So talking about
I mean,
Barcelona
yeah,
players who have contributed magic to the midfield in the absence of Coutinho, let's not forget the emotions we went through when Arthur was swapped out for Pjanic. All of us were really disappointed. A lot of us were in great sorrow at the time. But then now, when we've seen Pjanic play, we actually want him to start over Busquets because he's really been so good for us. And
Exactly.
whereas for Juventus, Arthur is yet to show that magic, which he hadn't even shown a lot at Barcelona. I'd like to know Daiju's opinions on it. The Pjanic Arthur swap. Who has benefited more and who's the better player as of now?
Yeah, if I say definitely it would be Barca because the way it's not been much matches that Pjanic has been started, but the way the few matches that he has been started, he has been really good. He has been better than Busquets at the moment because whenever he plays, he has a better control. Also, he has a better contribution in terms of attack. So yeah, definitely Pjanic over Alfred for me.
What about you, Jeet?
that's a big statement to make.
What about you, Jeet? Pjanic and Arthur, what do you feel about the swap deal?
I used to cry when that became official, but now seeing what has happened in the past few weeks, I feel Pjanic, we got the better deal, even if we got an player who's comparatively more aged, but we got a better deal. Seeing Pjanic can easily remove Busquets out of starting lineup is not easy thing, and we can bank on Pjanic because we saw in the game against Ferencvaros, Barcos, he was amazing. He contributes to defense and attack equally. So yeah, for me also Pjanic has been the better part of the deal. Barca has got a better deal.
Now, Rahul, this is going to be effectively the top spot game because Barcelona has won against Ferencvaros with a better goal difference. Juventus has won against Dynamo Kiev, and these games, the top two titans of the table, these guys will determine who actually ends up first and second. What are your thoughts about this?
Look, it's going to be a very important game considering the table because whoever wins, maybe that does not guarantee the first position, but that gives a very strong momentum going ahead, going into the further matches. Because after match day two, there are still 4 matches to go. We'll be facing Juventus at home. We'll be facing Ferencvaros away. So yeah, it's going to be kind of a tricky ride, but whoever wins will get the momentum. So yeah, we desperately need those 3 points because we also need to boost our confidence after since that El Clasico loss. Because the Clasico loss was pretty disappointing. We could have won it. We could have easily won it. Yeah, the scoreline may disagree, a 1-3 loss at home, but we could have won it, and I still feel it. Also, Jude, you said about Arthur and Pjanic. I personally know Jude, so I know what he went through, and
Let's
now
just
he
cut that
seems to be
out.
pretty pumped up and happy about, excited about that Juve Barca game. And more than people were hyped about Messi and Ronaldo, Jude was constantly talking about Arthur and Pjanic. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty decisive game. Now I know. Let's hop on to the lineup because it's going to be a change lineup in my opinion. I think Griezmann would start. I think instead, since Coutinho is injured, I would like to see Pedri. He was pretty impressive against Madrid. So that would be my starting lineup along with Araujo with Longley. Yeah, I think I don't
That's a
see
viable
anyone
option.
starting ahead of Araujo. That's the best option we've got. What do you think about it, Jude?
I'd keep my lineup for the last. I'd let Daijo and Jeet. Let's start with Jeet first. Jeet, your lineups for the game.
Well, I read somewhere that Dest might start on left back, so that is a concern for me. I don't know if it's true, because if Alba is not there, then Dest will go to the left back and Roberto is starting on the right. Griezmann should lead the line, and as Rahul said, Pedri, Ansu Fati, and Messi, the three, and yeah, Yannick should come in place of Busquets and Araujo for PK.
Daijo,
That's the
what
way
about
Sounds
you?
good.
lineup.
I mean,
What? Yeah, sorry.
dude,
Yeah.
one
So
second. Daijo, what do you think? I mean, none of us
mhm.
talked about it because we are idiots. Neto has been pretty impressive in place of
Okay.
Mark Andre Ter Stegen all along.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Mhm.
how do you think? How important is he going to be tomorrow?
Okay, so when there was the news about Max that he was injured, he's going through a surgery. So I was like a bit worried. Like he's the last man of defense, and he has saved us many a times. So I was a bit worried, but then Neto showed up and he was excellent. Like uh, he was not yeah, he was excellent, and I still believe that Neto would be doing a fantabulous job for tomorrow as well. He would be we would be able to see great saves as well. So yeah, I'm counting on Neto for tomorrow as well.
What about your lineup? Any changes to what Rahul and Jeet said?
No, I would be yeah, that's it, the same lineup as with I will be going with Rahul as well. Rahul itself.
My lineup's a bit more technically oriented. If you guys remember, Dembele was really good when he came on in the last game against Ferencvaros, and Pedri and he combined really well. So if I can get in the absence of Coutinho, if I can see Messi drop down to Coutinho's position, Pedri, Fati
Mm-hmm.
as a nine, Dembele on the left and Pedri on the right wing, I think that would be a bit more viable for Barcelona. And I'd like to see Griezmann brought on as a substitution early on because he needs
Mm-hmm.
confidence. But at the same time, if the youngsters are performing well, I'd like to give them the extra edge and start them over. Now, about Neto. Neto was an ex Juventus player, if you guys remember. And for the few
Yeah.
games that he was involved with them, he was actually really good with them. Even for Valencia, I think he had one start where he had the highest stop percentage of any goalkeeper in the top five leagues in Europe. And we've seen that even against Madrid, we
I
conceded
know
three
about that.
goals, but his positional awareness was so brilliant that stop
Yeah,
against everyone talks about Modric dribbling past him and scoring. No one saw that we were lacking the defensive positioning. Neto came out with brilliant positioning, stopped the ball, and then actually moved back. It wasn't his fault that we conceded that. He was brilliant in his positioning, brilliant in his stopping, and I think he's a very important part of Barcelona. We can't just see him as a backup now. In the future, we might actually see
Yeah.
a good, healthy competition between Mats and Neto. Having said that, my
I hope so.
lineups, I just hope Pjanic starts over Busquets. I know Koeman like still trusts Busquets a bit because, with all due respect to his experience, but come on, yeah, Pjanic knows Juventus, he knows his conditions, and I feel he's been a better player. So yeah, that'll be my lineup. Now comes a part where we've been going on the wrong track for quite a few games. I think all the games this season. So Rahul's already shaking his head. Let's start with you, Jeet. What are your predictions for this game?
think it will be a close game because Morata is in the form of his life. So I go with 2-1 or 3-2 Barca. I can't bet more than that. I can't go with a big scoreline because I don't want to take chances. So 2-1 or 3-2 Barca. And yeah,
Daiju, what about you?
So it would be a 2-1 win with Trinka or Messi scoring. Yeah,
yeah,
2-1.
Griezmann scoring for me. Huh? For me, Griezmann should score the decisive winning goal.
Rahul, do you want to predict or do you want to just let it pass?
That's something I need to ask you. Do you want me to predict, considering
Yeah,
my
of course. Why
predictions in
not?
all the previous?
Our predictions don't matter. It's all Ronald Koeman and the 11. We are just here to.
So, okay, I'll be a bit optimistic. I'll go with a 3-0 away win against Juventus, with Messi scoring and Fati again being on the score sheet. I don't know if they'll score a brace, but I'm hoping that both of them would be on the score sheet. What about you, Jude? Yeah, I mean, you have been an octopus ball since for months now.
Yeah, the last two games aren't evidence of that, but I think Barcelona have learned a lot, especially in the last two games against Getafe and Real Madrid. I expect our attack line to be a more wing oriented now rather than central. Having said that, I'm very
Mhm.
optimistic. I feel this is going to be a 4-2 win for Barcelona.
Okay.
Every
Let's see
time
how
you
it
say
goes.
4-2, we win 3-0. So that's like an advantage for me.
Let's see how it is. Also, are we forgetting that PK is red carded and our defense
Red card.
is on the backs of Araujo and Longley. Now Longley hasn't been his best this season, and Araujo hasn't gotten those many opportunities this season. Dest is new to the setup and he's very attacking, and Alba hasn't been the best at being on his defensive duties. So we could see a potential problem there, but I'd like to be optimistic. If you guys missed our review against Ferencvaros, you could we've kept a link in the description. You can check that out. And I think it's goodbye here from Daijo, Chalke, and Jeet. Would you guys like to add something to the game? Your expectations?
No,
Ronaldo's start,
nothing.
then the void of PK will be felt because he's one of those defenders who know how to stop him. So yeah, Longley and Araujo should know, take those steps from him just in case if Ronaldo is fit to start. Other than that, I hope Barca defense doesn't do any wrong thing because yeah, Dest and Alba will be there, and Longley, I hope he comes back to form. Araujo has been superb as we saw against Sevilla. So yeah.
I mean, I've talked a lot already, so I'd say let's just be optimistic and go for the win.
Daijo, any last words?
No, that's it.
Okay, guys, so that's it from us here at FCB Mumbai. Please do subscribe, do like, and keep sharing our channel. We've kept a link down below in the comments if there's anything you'd like to add. We appreciated your feedback from last time. A lot of you guys said you'd like to see shorter videos. We'll do keep that in mind and we'll keep on improving. Please let us know if you'd like to see anything. And we'd like to see many of you join in our podcast later on in the future. If you're a Kule residing in Mumbai, please do hit us up, follow us on all social media channels, and we'll take it from there. Till then, Viscal Barca, Visca Catalonia, and as always, Jai Hind. See you guys.